Okay, that's fine. Okay, namaste everybody. Namaste Swamiji, Namo Narayan.
Namo Narayan.
The word we are going to discuss today is Durga Moha. It is an adjective of Durga Devi. Now, what is Durga Moha? The word Moha comes from the root Muha, Muha Muhyate. Sorry, Muhyati, I think. Okay. So, it has different meanings. The meaning that applies here is to delude, to confuse. So what does Durga Devi do? She confuses the difficulty. Durga, as we have seen, difficulties. She confuses, she deludes difficulties. Now, why would she confuse it? She is capable of destroying a difficulty. She is Durga Nashini, Durga Padvinivarini, Visheshena Nivarini. That is her capability. So when that is her capability that she can destroy it, she has that kind of power and might to do that. Why would she confuse a difficulty? I think Durga, I would interpret it in this way. In a playful mood, she knows she can destroy it, but in a playful mood, she deludes it. That is the way I would look at it. And maybe there is some other meaning which Swamiji can explain to us. So that is her epithet, that Durga Devi, she confuses, deludes a difficulty. It can be any difficulty, and eventually she will destroy it. But before that, she deludes it, kind of plays with it. That is what I am getting from this, Swamiji. What would you say?
No, what you have spoken is very true. There is a little bit of a, I would like to give a perspective to this. If you read the Durga Saptashati or the Devi Bhagavatam, then you will see that the first chapter of Durga Saptashati is the slaying of the demons Madhu and Kaitab. Who are Madhu and Kaitab? They say Vishnu, like from the wax of the ear, they were formed. What does wax from the ear signify? Wax of the ear. Wax is the waste product. From the ear. Vishnu is consciousness, highest consciousness. But if we get distorted, degraded, negative aspect, that becomes the waste product. And that is Madhu and Kaitab. They were geniuses. They were not ordinary people. You and I will not be able to take care of them. They are very, very powerful because they are geniuses in their own right. Sad part is they have become negatively oriented. And such are Madhu and Kaitab who have come and who are now attacking Brahma. And Brahma, the creator, the cause of the motivation, I have decided to undertake some activity, that is in peril. So Vishnu, the root cause, comes and he fights with them for thousands of years, but he is unable to subdue them. Why? Because they are his own creation. So they are equally matched. It is at this time that Vishnu remembers the deluding power, Maya. Why? Because she deludes them. You see, every Daitya cannot be killed in the same manner. Every Daitya has a separate weak point. And looking at the weak point of the Daitya, we need to attack it. Anger, I can control in specific manner. Greed, I can not control it or overcome it in the same manner. I will have to use some other trick for it. सब घोड़े 12 टक्के नहीं काम करता है. Depending on the situation, you need to apply that. When you are faced with an opponent with the same strengths as you, then you need to use something else in the armor. What is his weak point, his awareness, his consciousness, because it has got associated with negativity, it has been pulled down, and that is his downfall. So Vishnu tired him out. If Vishnu had created the Maya, like he had invoked Devi at that point of time, in the beginning itself, it would not have worked. The two Daityas needed to work out. And they were also tired. It was not that only Vishnu was tired. They were also tired because they were fighting so long. They were at their wits' end. Everything was at higher pitch. That is the time when their weak point came to the fore, because they were, like in a stress test, when you do a stress test, then the weakness of your heart starts coming up. Normally there is no weakness, but as you do the stress test, they start coming up. So then what happens is, at that point, that is the time when the weakness in their armor has been exposed. Then you hit it. That is Durga Moha. When you know, okay, you bring it out and then hit it. That is Durga Moha, the one who can delude those problems and get rid of it. It is not dilute the problems, it is delude the problems, because we have 4 tools with us. We can destroy the opponent by different means. We need to know how to do it, what to choose, when to choose. So, who are the demons? And Shadripu, the 6 enemies are with us. They are the real demons. The demons are not outside. The demons are inside. So, each Shadripu, each negative emotion, each challenge, we cannot take care in the same manner. We need to know what weapon to use for whom. That is what we need to know. So that is what is Durga Moha, the ability to utilize the correct weapon at the correct time. Shikhandi was brought by Krishna on the 10th day of the Mahabharata war. He did not do it. Krishna knew, I have to use this weapon, but he did not do it on day 1. He used it on the 10th day. Then, see, appropriate time. Timing is essential. So the one who teaches us that to us, the one who has that ability, because Maya is again a form of Devi. So when it either it deludes us or it is utilized to delude the enemy and take us up. How can that happen? That can only happen when we are in Sharan of Vishnu. What does in Sharan of Vishnu mean? That means you are aligned to your inner consciousness. So when you are aligned to the higher consciousness, then the same deluding power which troubles us becomes our weapon and allows us to take care of the problem which was haunting us. That, according to me, is Durga Moha.
That's great, Swamiji. Thank you so much. That's great.
So let us keep this in mind, and remember, we are doing one mantra at a time so that we can, har ek ka rasaswadan kar sakte hain. We can actually understand it and let it integrate within ourselves. So let us conclude here today.
And one question, Swamiji.
Yes.
Can I ask?
Sure.
As you said, in the 10th chapter, Krishna brings Shikhandi, right?
Not in the 10th chapter. On the 10th of the war.
So that must be is that the 10th chapter also?
No. There is no. That is not the correlation. There's one-to-one correlation between them. Otherwise, then on 11th chapter, you should have had the Vishwarup Darshan. We did not have Vishwarup Darshan in the war on that day. So,
okay.
No, this is they are two separate aspects.
Okay, because I just wanted to know that at what point of time that Brahma Vidya is very important in the and it comes in the 10th chapter. So in my study of Gita, I have not come to that 10th chapter. That is why I just wanted to know what is that exactly like.
No, that and this is totally different. This
Okay.
was in the war at the point when you have come to the culmination, you have tried everything that you know, and you are now about to give up. At that point, the higher powers bring in, the ace. The ace is always brought out at the last moment. That is
Okay.
so. This is just to signify that. And you see in life of Krishna, at every point he has done that.
Yes.
At the right moment, he has shown the card. He doesn't show the cards at all the times,
Correct.
So that is the thing.
Okay.
Namo
See,
Narayan.
what,
Namo Narayan. Namo
Namo
Narayan,
Narayan.
Swami.
Namo Narayan.
Namo Narayan.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
what is the
Thank
name of
you.
the positivity mantra, Swamiji?
Sorry.
The positivity mantra. What is the name of it in Sanskrit?
Could you repeat your
Positivity
question?
The
Mantra of positivity. The
Yeah.
mantra of positivity comes from, there is a stotra called in the Damar Tantra. There's a stotra called as a Siddha Kunchika Stotra. In this, we have this mantra, and it has been chosen from there.
Kunchika. Okay.
Yeah, and they say that chanting this gives you the benefit of chanting the entire Durga Saptashati. That is
Thank you, Swamiji.
Namo Narayan.
Thank you.
Stay
Namo
safe,
Narayan.
stay positive,
Thank
and
Thank you.
remain being disseminators of the positive energy.
Yes. Thank you. That's really nice. Thank you so much.
Namo
Namo
Narayan.
Narayan.